Today we're making oatmeal raisin cookies.
Hello.
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 And first we're gonna add the dry ingredients.
So, what do you have here?
Flour.
Okay. How much flour do you know?
No.
1 cup.
1 cup of flour. So can I pour that in?
You sure can.
Oh, and don't forget to always wash your hands.
Yes, of course. You
Before
always
you
have to wash your
start.
hands. Perfect. Now, we need 1/2 of a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Yes. 1/2 a teaspoon. Kind of hard to get out. But I did it.
Good job scraping it off the top so it's nice and even.
Is that it?
That's perfect. Now we also need a half teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm just gonna rinse this off or knock it off a little bit so we don't get our.
Okay. So you might want to rinse it off if you're using the same one, but if you have 2, then you can.
There you go. Good idea. Okay, so 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda.
So this, this.
Yes, 1/2 teaspoon. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 cup of flour so far. There you go. Perfect. Nice and flat. Good. And now we're going to need 1/4 of a teaspoon
Salt.
of salt. Now 1/4 of a teaspoon is smaller, right?
Yep.
Right.
So
1/4 of a
take
teaspoon.
that.
Smaller one. It's usually the smallest one. Okay.
Usually.
There we go. Usually.
Not always. Right, good.
No. Take off a little bit there. You don't have a thing to scrape it off. There. That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So how much of that?
That was 1/4 teaspoon.
Okay, so we made 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Perfect. And now send it to the sous chef for mixing.
And then you can mix that up, Ella. Don't forget to always hold the bowl. Great job.
Good job. There you go. Nice and mixed.
Yeah.
And our next step is going to be to do the butter and sugar.
Yeah. Oh, and you have to get the butter thawed.
Yes, it has to be nice and soft at room temperature.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
All done.
Oh, good job.
Perfect.
I will get you your mixer.
Me?
I'll get it for Madeleine here first. There we go. And
If I didn't have a sous chef, I'd be very sad.
yes, very sad.
You are a sous chef. Yeah.
So now you're gonna put in, so I'll get you a spatula. Here is 1/2 cup of butter.
Yeah. This much is 1/2 cup. I was just showing them how
Perfect.
much you should have there.
There you go.
And can I put that in?
You sure can.
Just to get all of that stuff in.
Good job. And then we have a 1/2 cup of, what is that?
Brown sugar. Put that in.
Got it. And
And this is more faster than my arms.
that is faster than your arms. You're right. And
Yeah.
that is 1/4 cup of.
I'm just normal sous chef.
You're the sous chef.
Right here.
Right here. Yep.
Okay.
Sous.
This is the mixture.
Yeah.
Should we start on number 1?
Yeah, start there.
Can we do 2 now?
Sure.
Ah, that's 4.
Okay.
That's in between.
Yep. Mix together.
Can I use it down, please?
Okay.
It's on 8.
Yeah, there you go. That looks better.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And that's what we got there. Can
Yeah.
I taste it?
It does taste good, doesn't it? Butter and sugar cream together. You can have a little
Sure.
taste.
Can we try?
Have a little taste. Okay, now.
Mmm.
Yep.
Yummy.
Oh. So you're supposed to mix that for about 1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah, it tastes.
You can't eat it all, or else we won't have any left. Okay, so now, Mads, if you want to unlock that and lift it up again. There you go. Now.
Get all that stuff off first.
Oh, that's okay. You can leave it for now. So now you can add 1 egg.
That works.
Yep. There you go. Perfect. Good job. And then we're going to measure out. Do you want to wash your hands?
Yes, please.
Okay. There you go. Give your hands a little rinse.
good.
Does that look pretty good so far?
Okay, now we can't eat it anymore, okay, Ella?
No, because there's a raw egg in there. Good point. What would happen if you ate a raw egg?
Yeah, we would get pretty sick.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
We
good.
have to mix it up.
Where did our mixing or measuring spoons go? Did I put them somewhere weird? Oh, here they are. Okay, so you need 1 teaspoon. Now, do you feel comfortable pouring this?
Yes. Can
Yes?
you pour
Or do you
it?
want me to pour it into the...
You pour
that?
it in, please.
How big is... What size is that, Mads?
Uh,
It's a tablespoon. That's a tablespoon. So I said we need a teaspoon. So find a teaspoon, please, not a tablespoon.
TSP 1.
There you go. You found it. 1 teaspoon. Perfect. So that's a very important thing to remember the difference between tablespoon and teaspoon. Which one's the big one? What's it called?
Tablespoon.
Tablespoon, right? And what's the small one called?
Teaspoon.
Right. Very different. Because if we put a tablespoon in, that would be really, really vanilla-y. That wouldn't taste very good. Too much vanilla. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now you can put it, we'll put it back on there.
Locked.
Perfect.
Now
Okay.
1.
Oh, you can do a little bit higher than 1.
4.
Sure. All right, so maybe a little bit more, maybe a little faster. There you go.
Kind of getting really creamy now.
Yeah, so what we're gonna wanna do is, it's not getting everything on the side there.
Yeah,
So what should we do?
Turn it off and straight down the side.
There you go.
So let's turn it off here.
Yeah, perfect. And then you can use,
Unlock.
yeah, you can even just do it with that closed if you want.
Again. I feel more comfortable. Did you unlock it? Good job.
Good work. Alrighty.
We're just gonna scrape, 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 scrape,
Go.
scrape. Mixter did a good job. Thank you, Mixter.
Good job, mixer. Perfect. Alright, scrape that off too. Okay, now close it up again.
And
Good job,
lock
Eleanor.
it.
Good job locking it. Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
unclip it. Woo! Whee! Look at that, it's getting creamy. Really creamy.
Yeah, looks good to me. All right,
Yep.
you can shut her down.
Okay.
Perfect.
Ella, can you unlock it?
Good job. Now we'll lift it up and I'll clean off that beater.
Is this so the dry ingredients?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna mix the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients.
Okay.
Very slowly.
Exactly. So, Ella, do you want to help do that?
Yeah. Mom and Ella should do
Perfect.
that.
So,
2 sous chefs.
right. So there we go. And then,
I'll hold it for you.
good job, Ella. Okay, this. And then Mads can mix it in. Good job, Eleanor. Good holding.
So just add in that dry ingredient. So it kind of gets like a little doughy. Ours is. Right, Mommy?
Yep. Ready for a little more?
Yeah. It gets good to me.
Yeah. Well, you could do this with the stand mixer. Want to dump the rest in, Eleanor? Perfect. Good job.
You can do it with a stand mixer. We're just doing it the hard way because
Just makes it easier.
yeah,
For kids.
Yeah.
But there's nothing in the way either.
yeah.
After we get this mixed in, we're gonna mix in. What have we got left to mix in?
We have raisins and our oatmeal because it's oatmeal raisin cookies.
Exactly. So our last 2 things.
Yeah.
And then after we mix that in, do you remember what we have to do for half an hour?
No.
We have to put it in the refrigerator.
Oh. So you have to put it in the meal. It's like the Fritz.
Yeah. Alright, so why don't you...
Can I add both?
Yeah. Ella, do you want to do the raisins?
Yeah, since those ones are smaller. So you go first, Ella. So she's gonna add how many raisins?
Oh, it is 1 cup of raisins.
1 cup of raisins. How many oats?
1.5 cups.
1.5 cup oats.
There we go. Then I'll mix it up because
That looks hard.
it's not easy to do.
Then
Might even want to put it back on the mixer for that.
Yeah.
I think we might.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got it in there, and now we're just gonna make Now we're gonna turn it on.
Yeah, you're probably gonna want to keep it pretty low.
Okay, it's locked.
Yeah, good
So,
girl. Sorry.
Okay, so like 2?
Just, yeah, start it at 1 just to start. There, yeah. You want to mix it in nice and slowly this part, but it does help to have a mixer in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, we have it on 1 just because you want to not throw it everywhere.
Exactly. I think it's done.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yep.
All right. All right. So, what do you think?
I like it. But
All right. So, what are we gonna do?
So we're gonna cover it up, and then now we're gonna cover it up. Okay, it looks big enough.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Cover it up with our beeswax wraps.
You can cover it up with.
You could use saran wrap if you want a plastic wrap. Good job, Ella.
So we just, if you have beeswax wraps, you might want to just do this one.
Perfect.
And we've got our thing, and now
Great.
we're gonna put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, probably have to put it in the downstairs refrigerator because there's not enough room up here. All right. See you later.
Bye.
See you in a minute.
Okay. So now we're gonna. So here is the cookies.
Mm-hmm. How long was it in the fridge for?
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Well, ta-da! Now we're gonna scoop it up about this big.
Yep, 1.5 to 2 tablespoons.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we roll it into a ball and.
Yeah. So why don't you pass them over to your sister, and she can. Why don't you take the scoops amount that you should have, pass it to your sister, and Ellie, you can roll it into a little ball. There you go.
One. Now you roll it into a ball, Ella.
Yeah, and I can help you too.
That like and like roll. So can I show you a trick, Ella? Like that. Perfect. So you go like this. Perfect. Mom.
Perfect. Looks good. Okay.
I'm gonna put it right there.
Yep. And then you want to squish it down just a little bit. Not completely flat, but just a little bit. Good job, Ella. Perfect.
There. Is that okay?
Yep, looks good. How about
Yeah. You're a cookie monster. You're a sweet
I'll
tooth.
put these here, and then you can
I'm more-
rip around them.
I'm more of a sour and salty tooth.
Yeah,
What about you?
I like salt, but sugar's good sometimes too. A little bit of, I like things like cookies. Pie is my favorite though.
Oh yeah. If I were to choose something sweet, I would do pie.
Let's start. And then you don't want that all in the corner because what's going to happen when those start to cook? What happens to cookies when they cook?
They spread out.
Yeah, so having it right in the corner isn't going to work.
How about that?
No, I'd say more like that.
Okay. Mommy, look at.
Good job.
This is a TV. This is a TV. This is a TV. This is it. This is a TV. This is it. This is a TV. So they're all watching you right now?
Yeah.
Or are you watching
You can
them?
roll that one too. Okay.
Okay, they're ready now. Well, like, they're not cooked or anything, but like, they are like ready to get cooked.
Yes, and we heated the oven up. We preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and now it's all ready, so we can pop them in there. So we'll just do one batch at a time. So Madeleine's going to do her batch first, and I'll open up the oven.
Hold it.
Like that. There we go. Okay, and we're going to cook those for 10 to 12 minutes, or until the edges are nice and brown.
Yay!
Yay!
Now they are ready. So, here they are.
There they are. Perfect. And they are
We can play with
firm on the top, and they're a little bit getting brown on the bottom.
My babies are
So we're letting them cool off for 5 minutes on the tray, and then we'll cool them for the rest of the time on a cooling rack.
Yeah.
And then we'll eat them.
Yeah, and also there's one more batch in there.
Yes.
So.
Good. Okay.